Live from New York, this is WIUR Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're going for 3, episode number 8. We're getting up there. That's 2 full months, Colin.
It's crazy. It's been that fast. We're already on 8.
Truly, and it's been so fast that Adam disappeared. Well, he's actually not usually over there. He's usually over there. Colin is here. I'm Nathan Creasy, host, by the way. Along co-host Colin Sexton. Adam is currently
making his way.
He is making his way. Hopefully, he'll be here by like 7. But he did have a great opportunity to do broadcasting for the Iona baseball game today at City Park. So he did that, and it ended up.
Unfortunately, Iona walked away with a loss,
7-6 in extra innings, which is why he didn't make it here on time. We are always a 5:30 show, but we backed it up an hour because we did think Adam would probably get here on time, but now he's
unfortunately
not going to.
He did not.
Yeah, I figured it'd go to extras the second that we push the show back. But, we do have an opportunity now. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about. We'll wait for the stuff that we all, love to talk about. We'll wait for Adam to get here for that. But we'll start with some stuff that Colin is really interested in because, we do need to give some love to some of the sports that Colin likes that, me and Adam don't really pay attention to. But
doesn't get the highlights on the show,
Yeah, I would say. I mean, UFC, obviously, you guys do connect with that.
We do
but
connect.
The World Cup is this year, and it's in the United States of America, which is pretty cool and
pretty epic. It's going to be Mexico and Canada also. Some pretty entertaining stadiums in Mexico. Would like to go to one of those games, the U.S. games, but I do not think I will be going. Kind of too expensive. Those tickets are ridiculously expensive.
So. Yeah, but so that's over the summer, right? When does it start in like June or?
It starts in July, late June, I think.
Late June,
I could
July.
look up the exact date, but
yeah.
it's around in about 2.5 months, I would say, when it starts.
Great. Obviously, if you don't know, the World Cup soccer tournament between all the countries, 64 countries, right? And then they have group stage.
So actually, very entertaining this year. It's going to be a much better World Cup, in my opinion, because unlike all the other World Cups, every single World Cup to this point has been 32 teams, and now this one's going to be 48.
Oh, it's 32. I do not. Yeah.
So
this
the number has increased. Yep, definitely has some smaller nations. Like
that's cool.
The Congo is in it this year.
The Congo.
Curacao is in it. We got some pretty interesting nations. World Cup qualifiers, the last chance for the European nations that haven't made it already they are starting tomorrow. Pretty big games. Big notable nations that haven't qualified. Denmark, I would say that's a good one. Sweden, that's a good one. And Italy is probably the biggest one.
How long do the qualifiers go for?
So the qualifiers originally started way back last year, but this is basically a playoff format. And I have it up right now, but each team will play each other. Whoever wins will go to it's like a final. And then the winner of the final. So it's basically there's a lot more teams, as you can see, but there's only 4 teams per group. So there will be 4. There's 4 more spots available. There's 16 teams in total. Only 4 teams will come out.
So 4 of 16.
So it's going to be
easy.
Yeah, it's really not easy. It's going to be one of Denmark, North Macedonia, Czechia, and Ireland. I really hope it's Ireland, but it's probably going to be Denmark.
Big Irish guy, Colin.
Big Irish guy.
Now, the United States, since it's here, they get do they get an automatic?
They get an automatic. They would have probably already made it.
Are they good actually?
They're decent. They're a top 20 nation ranked. But
I remember 2022, it was in Qatar, and from what I watched, they were not a good team. But obviously, they had to be in it.
The U.S. we're so good at all these sports, right? And we're
Mhm.
just so not that great at soccer that every US fan is like, "Oh, we are terrible. We're not amazing at." The US is a good team. They're not a bad team, but they're not a elite team that is going to go win the World Cup.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, that makes sense.
They'll go to the knockout stage. They'll probably be out of their group, but their group's gonna be pretty hard.
I do remember when's their last appearance? Was it 18 or was it 14? Because they didn't make it in 2022, right? US?
For Qatar?
No, US.
No,
United.
before Qatar.
Oh, before Qatar, yeah.
No, they were in that one. They were in that one.
US was in the
Yes,
2022?
they were in that one.
I don't know.
They
my
were
stuff
not
right.
in the
This is why
20
Colin's the expert.
they were not in the 2018 World Cup. That's why. That's what you're thinking, I think.
Yeah,
They were in the 2014.
Okay.
They were not in the 2018.
Trying to
They
get
were
my
in the
stuff right.
2022, and they get their automatic bid this year. So does Mexico and Canada.
Mhm. Yeah, I am a huge Belgium
huge Belgium guy.
guy when it comes out of the soccer. I did a project on Belgium in 6th grade.
That's very
So it's
entertaining.
fair. And
Shout out my mom. My mom is also a very big Belgium person.
That's big time.
She loves
Shout out to
the
H.
players' names.
Yeah,
Lukaku, that's a great name.
that's like the one. I think that's
De
the one I
Bruyne,
know.
Kevin De Bruyne.
And so I remember them making the what was it called, 3rd place game in
Yep.
2018. They got
Mhm.
3rd place, which was great. I was really hoping they'd win that whole thing at that point, but they did not.
They did not.
Um,
Yeah, no, France was probably one of the best teams we've seen. That 2018 France team was legendary.
Oh yeah,
legendary.
I do actually remember. But what are Messi and Ronaldo, are they in it?
So this is a great question.
I
You,
was
you
curi-
don't even know
'cause
about
it's-
the question, but this is a great question because Portugal have just basically before the World Cups, there's World Cup warm-ups. There's just games that they will play, like little friendlies, right? Portugal just announced their lineup, right? So did Brazil. Neymar is not in the Brazilian lineup, although it is
That's
that, that things could change. He could still be in the World Cup lineup, and Ronaldo is not in the current Portugal lineup.
Mm.
He is expected to be in the World Cup lineup, though. Messi, of course, Messi's in there.
I did, because I remember like 2022. I saw so many like TikTok edits of like, oh, it's their last dance, and then Messi won it. It's like, okay, he's going off on that.
Yeah, no, this
But
this World Cup will be all of their last
definitely
dance.
the last one.
100%. For a lot of players, it's going to be.
Mm.
I think this is going to be a pretty amazing World Cup. Pretty electric that it's in the U.S.
Yeah.
Going to be very entertaining.
Maybe
overall.
the We Are Going for Three boys will pull up to a World Cup game, do a show.
that could be legendary. I did see Messi play in the Copa America one time, and they won 4-1 against Venezuela. That was a great game. Saw that in Gillette. That's in Massachusetts. If you do not know,
Yeah, I've been there.
it's the international game atmosphere is so much better than any. I'm gonna say this just because, I mean, I haven't been to that many professional games, but the international atmosphere coming from all these fans that care so much about their team and their sport and their nationality, it's so much. It's very like it's empowering. It's so cool to see.
That brings me to, because you also mentioned Venezuela, and the WBC did end. I don't know what day it ended, but it feels like a while ago. But we didn't.
Honestly, a great ending.
Yeah, we haven't done a show since it. But Venezuela beat USA in the final, and honestly, there were some great games. But because you mentioned just like the amount of passion that like these other countries have, like US for that tournament, they didn't look like they wanted
They
it.
don't have as much passion because
Venezuela, they got
We
players
don't-
crying on
yeah.
the field before the last out in a 1-run game.
we're like expecting to do the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think as the US, I think we got to expect to do a little bit less and be realistic, and maybe that will make our team better in the long run because
Yeah,
with all things, like if you have a team that is just a good group of guys and you're having fun, you might play better. It's
Absolutely.
true, it's true.
that's exactly what you need. You need good team chemistry. You need a good team bond. But you know, the USA's offense just went so silent. Bryce Harper had that one big homer, but that was
Yep.
it. You know, I mean, the game against DR even too, like offense was not there.
I mean,
and
overall, I mean, watching the games I watched, Venezuela did look.
They looked
They
great.
looked
They surprised me.
amazing. They really were surprising.
Mhm.
I think it's great that a team that hasn't won it before did win it.
Yeah,
Honestly, for me, if the DR did win, I think I would have been maybe happier because like I kind of wanted like Soto to get a little bit of like praise, but that's just me and my Mets fan talking. So
I mean, I will say though, we should have at least seen one more at bat in the bottom of the ninth of that game. The strike call
would have liked to
controversial.
see maybe more runs too in the game.
Yeah.
Low scoring.
I do like those low scoring games because there was some good defensive plays and all 3 runs were homers. But I mean, it was a good game. But
I think one of the nations that we could have seen do really good was Puerto Rico, but they were missing a lot of key players. Like Jose Altuve, if you don't know, basically ran into contract problems with so the MLB and your team will not let you play in the World Baseball Classic if you're too injury. It's like an injury prone thing, and Jose Altuve was not allowed to play. Lindor was hurt, so those are 2 massive players. I think I'm forgetting someone, but there was another name I'm forgetting it. But I think they could have done a lot better too. Italy was very shocking, honestly.
The only reason why USA even got in the qualifier. Last time we were talking about how USA might not even get in the qualifier. I mean, not the quarterfinal. That's what I meant.
I think Japan had a little bit of a letdown for everybody.
Oh yeah, being the defending champs and
yeah.
I
mean, team wasn't as good though. I think overall.
Yeah, I mean, is what it is, but. Yeah, it's been an electric couple weeks. Obviously, we weren't here last week because spring break. Spring break was very relaxing, at least for me. Hope
had a great spring break. Did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, watched a whole lot of sports. Let's see.
We could touch on college basketball. I know.
I do think we should wait for Adam.
I know.
We do need updates on him.
We would love an update from Adam. We have not gotten a text from Adam in approximately like 5 hours, but.
Yeah, he's been busy. But yeah, I mean, I do want to touch on the Devils.
You can touch on the Devils
just because of the fact that it's frustrating the fact that right now, since the post-Olympic break, they've actually played really good hockey, and I'm saying they're actually finishing their scoring chances. They got some players back from injury. Jack Hughes is fully healthy. Obviously, during the Olympics, he kind of regained his full hand strength, and then the golden goal obviously lifted him and the team.
Personal morale.
Yeah, and he's just being more of a leader now and everything like that.
It's honestly very good for him because I think you need that. Jack Hughes he's your star player, right? But
yeah.
I think you need him to be more of your star player and leader. You need him to be that guy.
I completely agree.
I think the Devils are kind of lacking in that area.
They're lacking in the leadership and physicality area, and they don't have many guys that'll stand up for a player. I think the few guys that would is Brendan Dillon, Paul Cotter, and Kovacevic. None of them do anything besides that. So we kind of need enforcers that can also contribute in different ways. But I was saying they look great. They're 8-3 in their last 11 games, and they beat the Stars, a top 3 team in the league last night. And they really just look good. All their goals were highlight reel. Jack Hughes had a couple of beauties. Jesper Bratt had an absolute beauty. But I see you looking up the Bruins situation over there. The Bruins are in a tight race right now.
I was trying to. Yeah, they've been very, very hot. But I was trying to figure out who won this game because I forgot, but I did watch the penalty shootout between the Capitals and the Bruins
longest one of the season,
and it was a 9-round shootout, and it was I think the Bruins did win.
Yes, which
I did watch that. That was pretty electric. They've been playing really hot. I had a great conversation with my dad about them. They seem to be one of the teams to beat right now. And I mean, going into playoffs soon enough, they could look to do something, possibly,
because they're probably going to make a wild card, but they're not to be played around. The whole East not to be played around.
The whole East. If you look at the divisional standings, I think the first placed in what's the Golden Knights division? They would be
Pacific.
Yes, the Pacific. I believe is it second place would be 5th place in the East or something. It is a massive drop off in points.
Yeah, the
The Golden Knights, I believe, have around
70
80
something.
Yeah,
I know
76 or something.
I know the Ducks are, I believe, at the top, the very top of that division
I think the Ducks
with
have a good amount of
84
points.
points, and then the Oilers are behind 79, and the Golden Knights behind 78. The thing about the West, they have the 3 best teams in the league, but after those 3 teams, there's not a single team that would be in the playoffs in the East, which is a pretty funny stat. But as I was saying about the Brewers, they're in a tight race. They got to make it in.
Tight race.
And if they make tight rice. If they make it in though, they might play Buffalo, who has not been in the playoffs for like it's like 14, 15 years.
I remember when I feel like I remember when they were good. Like I feel like that's when I like followed hockey a good amount, but I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember in general.
The thing is that like the Bruins have a lot of playoff experience over the past like decade, and Sabres don't have any. They're a really fun team to watch. I hope they do something special in the playoffs. And they're either second or first in the Eastern Conference. They are second with 95 points. You know,
Stanley Cup favorites, probably the Avalanche, though.
Oh, absolutely.
The Avalanche are looking electric this year.
Gonna win the President's Trophy in all likelihood. And Adam S. voice crack right there. But yeah, I mean, President's Trophy curse is a thing, but we'll see if they break that. But I do definitely want to touch on the fact that I don't know if you know the Stars and the Wild are second and third in the Central Division, and that's part of the top like 5-6 teams in the league.
Yeah, I believe they're both over 100, or one of them's over 100, right?
Almost. Stars have 97, Wild have 92, but they'd play each other in the playoffs. And the Wild being the third best team in the West and like a top 6-7 team in the league, they would not get home ice in the first round, which is exactly why they need to switch the format.
Terrible, yeah.
They need to switch the playoff format. But
it's kind of like the NFL this year with the Panthers having a losing record and getting a home game.
It's exactly why I say the NBA just does it right. 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6.
I think the NBA does it right, but I think the NBA needs to lower the amount of games played in like the first couple rounds because like this, they get every team gets swept.
I mean, it's the same for. I mean, it's more exhausting though for the NHL. They do the same thing. Yeah. I mean, me personally, I know it's definitely wearing on the players, but I love 4 rounds of just 7-game series. I think
it is a lot more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, like I'd say it's way more entertaining than like single elimination. I'd say that like March Madness is meant to be single elimination. So that's why I like it a lot.
In a way, it's better though because
I do.
Everybody's they're putting it all out on the line. It's their only chance.
Exactly, which makes it fun.
We could touch on some of the games, but
we're going. I think we gotta wait till like 7, maybe.
My mom did in fact send me a GIF of Lukaku. That's a great GIF.
We'll wait till 7.
Some amazing games. I could touch on the fact that me and Adam currently are tied for first with our March Madness brackets.
You do have a big
group.
Both have.
What are you on right now? Do you know your percentage wise?
It's like 60. I started really good. Second day was brutal for first round.
Second day was really brutal for me and you. We were up there and then we fell off.
Yeah. We did. We got a couple upsets right on that first day, like High Point and VC. Well, you didn't pick VCU.
Yeah, I didn't pick VCU, but I got most of my games right. I would say where I went wrong was picking. Oh, we have an Adam sighting.
That's way quicker than I thought he would.
Honestly, we can just segment right into the college basketball.
We probably will because we were talking about it.
But me and Adam are currently tied on both, I believe, 85%. Correct. We
were gonna do
college basketball.
We were gonna do a thing where we just acted like Adam was here the whole time, but we couldn't help but embrace his. Yeah. Hey, let me unmute you here. Welcome, Adam.
What is going on
to the show this week? Coming from the City Park. How was the game?
It was a long game. It was very, very cold.
I bet.
Let him sit down first. Like,
yeah, come on.
It's just chairs.
Went to extra innings. The game. They lost 7-6 to Yale.
Yeah,
we did touch.
Sprinted back over here. So,
did you genuinely run? Because I thought that
ride from shout out Zion.
Oh, shout out!
Yeah, shout out to Chase Caridi for being a trooper and staying here for our show to be pushed back an hour.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Zion's mom. He was on color with me for driving us back.
And then and everything.
ran back
He
here for
is.
the show.
He is.
So
Absolutely.
breath.
Maybe give him a little bit of a breathing break.
We could
We could give him a breathing
inhale,
break.
exhale. So yeah, let's go to commercial. That is a fantastic idea.
Well,
from Colin. I think that's what. Yeah.
Untouchable, unstoppable.
This is WIUR Sports Radio.
Hi, I'm Robbie Basil, president of WIUR Radio, and I hope you're enjoying today's show. Have you ever wanted to call the biggest games, the biggest moments for the biggest names for Iona Athletics? Then the newly founded WIUR Sports Radio is the place to be. Launched in January of 2025, our goal is to try and get broadcasters here at Iona an opportunity to learn, succeed, and get a chance to be on air. From getting to call the big moments at the hack,
Dinkins trying to go to the rack. Denied! Denied! Yafet Mundi with
to seeing the crack of the bat at City Park.
the line drive into left field, around third, and it kicks away. The Gales are going to win it in 10.
We make those moments happen on our brand new WIUR Sports Radio platform on Mixer. If you're interested, feel free to reach out to me via email or to the rest of my e-board to join the club. We are WIUR Sports Radio, the new home of Iona Athletics. Now, back to the show on WIUR, Iona University Radio.
Alrighty, Adam, I think has caught his breath. Got some hydration. Always
Major.
important. Hopefully, you stayed hydrated during the game. But yeah, we were basically going into talking about college basketball. Colin was talking about how his bracket and your bracket are looking
We're
pretty,
tied.
Tied,
good.
Both on 85% picks correct. I believe the only difference in our brackets, right? What is the only? You have Arkansas.
I have Arkansas to the Final Four.
I have Arizona to the finals. So
Arizona
that-
winning for me. Do you
that's
have
a
them
pretty
losing
good-
in the final to Duke?
I have them losing to Duke. But
Yeah.
I mean, I got to pick Duke.
I do kind of regret picking Duke to win.
I
it all.
regret picking Duke too. I do not think they're going to win. The injuries definitely riddled them. Riddle.
Are you
But
banging on the riddle.
I mean, they haven't looked as good, but they're in a hard bracket. So the St. John's game will
the Siena
definitely
game, that was
be
a hard game.
the
It's gonna be a good
John's-
game, St. John's.
St. John's game.
Did you guys talk about the St. John's game?
We did not talk.
Not yet, but I think we should talk about the Siena Duke. because we were
Siena's
talking
Siena
Siena
about
touch
Duke.
on first.
Well, actually, I just heard from Robbie Basil at the game. Shout out Robbie Basil, the president of the club, that Gavin Doty has hit the portal. I think Dinkins on Manhattan hit the portal. Doty obviously on Siena. And with the news of their head coach, Jerry McNamara, going to Syracuse, where he was a national champion as a player at Syracuse and former assistant coach. Then he came to Siena. Now he's going back as the head coach to Syracuse.
Yeah.
Doty's hitting the portal, so I'm sure Doty will follow
Probably go with
McNamara
him.
and go to Syracuse.
I mean, massive shout out to him. They were 4-28 the year he got before he got there, and what a turnaround for the program. They nearly took down Siena.
I
know.
had some opinions on I mean, he definitely the Duke coach did say he got outcoached,
Mhm.
which is true. He did get outcoached. I think the only mistake that was made was I think when Duke started to go on the run in the second, I did say this to you guys. I think they needed to give them a break because their starting five played 40 minutes. So that's hard to do.
I feel like once the second half started and they still had a lead, that was maybe the time to take them out a little bit,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
just for like a few minutes.
Maybe give them a 2-3 minute break, get them back in for the last like 12 minutes.
But
of the
Doty
game.
had a chance there, I believe. I don't remember the exact score, but he had a chance to shoot a three to cut it to a 1-point game with a few seconds left. So they had a chance up until the end. He was unsuccessful on the 3-pointer.
It did feel like in the second half that they were kind of just throwing up shots to me. They were not like I feel like they just kept missing threes, and I think that's what really killed them.
They were just banking on just continuing to make their threes so
Yeah.
they could take up bigger, obviously, because threes are more than two. So
And Duke they were just consistent on scoring. They got some good takeaways.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it was around the 7-minute mark, maybe between 5 and 7 that they hit a big three. I think Doty hit a big three to make it 61-56, and then Seattle just didn't score until the final like 20 seconds of the game.
Yeah,
So
their
it's
style of play wasn't
exhausting.
really sustainable like the whole way through to beat a 1 seed in Duke, because they were just like in the beginning of the game, first half they were chucking up a lot of shots, and Doty was making them. I think Coyle was making some. Even Fulfak hit a 3. So I mean, they played good. Like they were leading most of that game, but ultimately just they just ran out of gas, and Duke was just able to prevail and win that one. But definitely an extremely entertaining game. Probably, one of the games I was locked in on the most since
Yeah,
this
I did
tournament started.
watch the whole thing.
I did feel like that was the game. I was like, really
That would have
locked
been
in
the
on.
big upset because there
St.
have
John's,
not been
Kansas
many.
too. That was a phenomenal game.
Yes.
The Santa Clara game, great.
A lot of great games.
VCU, shout out VCU.
Great win against
Nate
North
has
Carolina.
VCU in his Final Four.
I had in my
That was a
phone.
rough pick. I don't know
Storybook,
what you were going with. that
storybook
one.
pick right there. But I mean, they did pull off a great win against North Carolina. 19-point comeback in the second half. But I mean, definitely want to talk about that St. John's game winner against Kansas, because it seemed like a much easier game winner than it should have been. Because Kansas ties it with free throws, I believe, and it's 65 apiece. 13 seconds maybe. They had like 4 or 5
They had a
fouls
lot
to
of
give.
fouls to give.
So they did it. They did it perfectly. They kept fouling, and let him get a shot. There's only like 3 seconds left, and they inbound to the backcourt, and they
run
let him get to
power.
the rack.
They run power. Rick Pitino ran power.
I saw what Rick Pitino
It's a
also
high ball
said.
screen. High ball screen, and
I did not know that Darling, because I was watching that game, but I wasn't really like keeping track of who was scoring. I did not know that Darling he did not like score at all.
I also
First
met
point of the
Dylan
game.
Darling the other week.
And you did?
I met Dylan Darling, Zuby Ejiofor, Bryce Hopkins, former Iona Gales, Sadiku Ivanayo, Ian Jackson.
Meet the Johnnies.
Meet the Johnnies.
Meet the Johnnies.
So I do have a picture with the GOAT Dylan Darling. Church bells, as they call him.
the game winner.
Yeah, but I don't know what they were doing defensively, Kansas.
I feel like you have to, in a situation, the good thing he did was force him to his offhand. But in that situation, if he's going to the basket and you kind of sense that your guy is beat, someone's got to come from that corner and kind of make him kick it out, because at that point in time, either he's got to put up a tough shot with like 2 guys contesting, or he's got to kick to the corner and they might not have time to get that shot up. And if they do, even though it's open, it's a quick 3. So I don't know. I feel like you can.
Yeah, he went
just
to
kind of-
double Dylan Mitchell, who can't even make free throws all that well. He's not a 3-point shooter.
Mhm.
And there wasn't really enough time to even kick it out to him and get a 3. So that guy just should have stood his ground under the basket, and he would have defended Darling, because
Mhm.
also, the guy defending Darling, I mean, they don't want to get a foul, so he wasn't playing him, too harshly.
Yeah, because all you need is
One
free
foul,
throw
and then
you
he's at the
lose.
line. So it was, I mean, just not ideal, but
I mean, it's stressful, and if you're in that situation, I mean, you might make the wrong decision
Yeah,
too.
I mean, you
so
were
it's-
probably like counting on him to like shoot a step back 3 or ready to.
Yeah, because
contest.
I think that's what you're expecting most of the time. That this is the point that I made to counter your guys' point, that I feel like the reason why it looked so easy was because it is not expected that you're gonna go do that at the buzzer, and like what's his name in the Florida game, that he basically tried to do the same thing and it didn't work.
Oh yeah,
David
definitely want to talk
Xavier Lee.
about. Yeah,
David Lee, former Princeton Tiger.
Mhm.
yes, that was a
That was just
Terrible
what.
final possession.
Yeah, that was definitely
terrible
a lot.
ending.
I was on my way back to campus from home, so I didn't watch a whole lot. I did see the final play though, where he was driving and then he like went for a pass. He should have just put it up. There was not enough time.
he
First
was
layup is
under the
better, too.
bucket. He kind of couldn't put it up, and he kind of just dished it off to his team. It kind of
It was
didn't
like no
work.
time. But even the defensive possession too, they did a full court press with like 9 seconds left, up 2, and immediately when they don't get the steal, it's a fast break for Iowa. And the coach said after the game, Florida coach said that the Florida plan up 2 in that situation was to foul Iowa, put them to the line to force them to make 2 free
Yeah,
throws.
because you want last possession.
Yeah, but you gotta just get that stop.
Yeah.
At that point. I mean, I think Iowa was probably, going for the win, like 100%.
I mean, why
from
wouldn't
the
they
start.
be going for the win?
Yeah. You don't want OT. So, I mean, pressing in that situation, you basically give them a free fast break, free open 3, and drilled it from the corner, and then the last offensive possession, obviously, we mentioned, just
Did not go well for the
Not
Florida
good.
Gators,
Yeah.
unfortunately. They do not go back to back.
Yeah.
They were definitely weaker this year.
They were definitely
Yeah.
the weakest one seed.
Yeah.
I'd have to
Mhm.
say.
I
I don't
did
even know if they
I-
were even deserving of a one.
St.
seed.
John's ain't deserving of a 5, but that's,
they
that's
should
a
have.
whole
Well,
different
the
story.
Big East was very weak this year.
Don't, and I also, me and my dad talked about this. I don't understand how UConn and St. John's get put in the same bracket. That doesn't make any sense
Mm.
because they play each other in the final of the Big East tournament. St. John's wins.
If they both win,
home
it'll-
game for St. John's. I
Yeah.
think UConn probably puts a better game up in the tournament, but I don't know how they're a 5 seed. They should be at least a 2.
Yeah,
Maybe
I feel
even
like
a
if
3.
you beat UConn twice, you
And
win.
UConn's
you
a 2
win
seed.
the Big East regular season. You win the Big East tournament. Like a 5 seed definitely does seem a little bit too high. I think a 4 or a 3 would have
4
been
would have been
better.
perfect because
Absolutely,
what
3 or 4.
were they ranked?
because
I
they
think
also
were
have
ranked
a
16th in the
they have
in
a
the nation.
gauntlet
Something
of
like
a
that.
ride to get to the final.
I
Oh,
mean,
four.
yeah.
everybody in that,
Insanely hard.
everybody in that
They have to get
conference has-
through what is it? Duke
They get through
Duke, Michigan State, or
State,
or
UConn.
Houston. Was it Houston in it too?
UConn
Or
and
you-
Michigan State.
That's
So,
who.
Good double check.
I think we'll have to double check.
Probably going to be Michigan State. They look really good.
Yeah, they look great.
So Michigan State, St. John's playing Duke. Don't know what don't know
Yeah.
what's going to happen with that game.
Yeah, so
honestly.
it would,
That could go
yeah, you're
either
right.
way.
It would either be Michigan State or UConn, and then if they can win that one, it would
They
be
go-
either Houston or Iowa. It looks like
It's going to probably be Houston.
probably Houston, but they got to get through Duke first, and I don't know. Duke didn't look great against Siena. They didn't look great in the first half against TCU, but then the second half they looked a lot better
Yes,
offensively.
that was a half where they came out.
Yeah, St. John's also, we talked about it, how they were like a second half team, and they've kind of flipped it in the tournament. Now they seem to be the team that gets out to the lead. They're trying to be in the driver's seat more. I think it's good. Probably Patino maybe tried to change that right before the tournament. Clearly is working out. They're playing great. I would pick them to beat Duke. They're looking really good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a great game.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Well, we got some great games in general just coming up. So
Yeah, and great games happen in the second round.
might be like a overconfidence issue for Duke. I don't know. Like
I think at this point the
They did say-
overconfidence has probably left them after the Siena game.
They did
but-
say they thought it was gonna be a cakewalk, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we know now." It's which is like, honestly probably what one seeds always feel like, but never actually say. But definitely want to talk about the Tyler Tanner shot that almost dropped from half court. Would have been one of the best shots in March Madness history.
that was Vandy, Nebraska. Right?
yeah.
that was. Yeah,
in and out.
I had Vanderbilt
Backward and
in that game, so that would have been huge for me.
it was
if that was-
brutal loss.
Vanderbilt, who did they beat? McNeese, was it? Was it McNeese? I
yes.
believe
Pretty
it was
McNeese.
McNeese. Because I had McNeese with a little bit of a.
I
I
Amir
had them,
Khan,
I had them, yeah,
Mr.
the Amir
World.
Khan. I was like, come on, let's go for another ride. Like I had them winning 2 games, so that was one of my bad picks. I had a lot of the
Also
12
bad pick
seeds
for
winning.
me, yeah. But yeah, he had a similar shot earlier in the season from half court that rimmed out. So
It's honestly
two-
crazy that
it
didn't
was-
go in.
Yeah, and I mean that's just unbelievable. And a shout out to the Nebraska fans though. They made like 2 home games for them. It's like only Nebraska fans at the Nebraska Troy game and the Nebraska fans.
Surprising too, because they're not really a basketball school, and they're doing.
But
they're
they
doing pretty
traveled.
good. They're
6
looking good.
hours or something. And then of course the other big moment was Santa Clara, Kentucky, which was
A
nuts.
crazy game the
Probably
whole way through.
one of the nuttiest sequences you could ever see to end the game. 2-pointer to tie from Kentucky, 3-pointer to take the lead with 2 seconds from Santa Clara.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute heave from like almost half court that banks in for Kentucky to save their season for the moment. They're eliminated now. But I mean, that was just unbelievable. And then
That
Kentucky
was-
wins it in overtime. Yeah. We've seen some great, we didn't see a lot of upsets, but we've seen some
Even
great
the
games.
VCU game was a great game.
The
versus
High
North
Point game
Carolina.
the first day.
High
the
Point,
first
Wisconsin.
game. What or
Shout
like
out to
one of the
Chase
first
Johnson,
upsets.
man.
Yeah,
Chase
that was-
Johnson.
that one shot he made from the logo was nutty. That
Like,
was
Me
Not
and my
even
dad
the
just
GOAT
looked
Toby
at each other
Harris
like,
could
"What
do
in the
that."
world?"
He
His
probably could.
first 2-pointer of the entire season was the game-winning basket.
It's insane. That's,
Yeah.
that's a great stat right
That's
there for you.
amazing.
That's nuts.
I think he took like 100-something threes, and that's his fifth 2
He
point.
was 50% from 3, and he had not hit it too. That's just
Just amazing.
It's just wild.
I mean, that the logo shot really like changed the game. If we're being completely honest, they're down by 8. That brings it to 5. I think they hit another 3 after that. but like
Definitely more
that's
happy though
insane.
with March Madness as a whole right now than last year. One seed's already
absolutely.
out. Some good upsets happened. Probably gonna have another one seed out with Duke. Don't want them to.
hopefully.
Yeah, I picked them to win it, but I regret not picking Michigan. And I am a Michigan. Well, I have 2 brackets, one with Michigan winning, but
Michigan looks great right now.
that was a-
I think
Big
Iowa
win over
State's
St.
gonna be
Louis.
hard though.
Yeah.
Iowa State's gonna be a really hard.
they're missing their
game.
best player though. I thought he got injured.
Yeah, you got injured
It's
the first
still
game.
gonna
I
be a
don't know
really
if-
hard game.
I don't know if he's back or not.
They're a good team though. They
That
they
team
put up a
looks
lot of
really
points.
good.
Yeah.
A lot of people have them in the Final Four.
Yeah, I have them in Final Four. That's I don't know that Michigan team. They're gonna have a tough game again. I'm telling you right now. That's gonna be I think one of the best games that we see in the whole tournament.
Yeah, they got to get through Alabama first.
Yeah. But yeah, the action picks up again. The Sweet 16 is tomorrow, and then Friday, and then I believe the Elite 8 Saturday, Sunday. And I think April 4th Saturday, and then that's the Final Four, and then championship game is the 6th. So glad to get back in the action tomorrow. Obviously, really fun stuff. But yeah, I think that's college basketball talk. We'll see what happens next week. We'll have a Final Four set.
Move to opening day, man.
Oh yeah, I'm
Ooh.
excited for the moment. So today is or tonight. It's opening night. In about an hour from now, the New York Yankees will be taking on the San Francisco Giants in San Francisco. I think this is like the first time they've done like an exclusive opening night.
Also, the first time a game's been on Netflix, which is still a
A
little,
little
odd.
brutal. We will be illegally streaming it. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I honestly like that they're doing an opening night. You know, opening day is great, but I think opening night just feels more electric. Everyone else starts their seasons tomorrow, including the Mets against the Pirates.
Earliest game.
1:15. Yeah, you guys will have to face Skeens.
You guys are home though.
Those
at
first
least.
game.
Cry.
Yeah.
Oh, I always like opening day at my
I
home.
love it.
We gotta play like the best pitcher in the league.
on the opening.
That's right.
day.
Skeens is starting.
You guys have a history.
The
of
Pirates
not
are gonna
being
be
great
good
on
this year.
first.
I think the Pirates they got some bats on
It's
them
like
now.
a sneaker. Sneaker.
They got
sleeper team.
they got the number 1 prospect in baseball coming probably in like May-ish.
Mhm.
Some good pitching though in the game tonight with the Yankees Giants. Logan Webb, Team USA, Max Fried,
Logan, yeah.
All Star.
Um,
Gonna be a good game.
yeah, I did see the lineup.
Oh yeah, the lineup. See, I couldn't really see anything because I was
to
calling
last
the
year.
Iona baseball game, so I couldn't really. Okay, so Grisham
try
is
to
leading
find it,
off.
yeah.
Judge and Wright, Bellinger, and Lev batting third. Rice fourth, like first, and Stan is batting fifth. DH. Chisholm batting sixth at second. Caballero batting seventh at short. McMahon batting eighth at third, and then Wells in the 9-hole catching. So I'm trying to see here. They moved Stanton back to get him and Caballero righties in the back half of the order,
Mhm.
and they put Rice in the 4-hole. So,
Interesting.
yeah, I mean it's
but we do have 3 lefties in a row with McMahon, Wells, and then Grisham back at the top. But they
Yeah.
do move Stan back, like I said, so there wouldn't be even more lefties. But
basically like we're
This game should be like a little bit earlier though. I feel like
could have been 7.
I like an 8 o'clock.
Could have been
o'clock.
7, but I like 8.
well, remember the game's going on at 5.
Yeah.
Where they're playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is fair.
I mean, it's just a rerun. Same team. We talked about that. They're running it back. We did take on, I believe, the Giants on opening day a few years ago. We beat them. We do usually win opening
Yeah,
days.
that was 2023. We haven't lost an opening day game since 2021 against Toronto.
yeah, in like the last decade, I think that's
It's gonna be interesting though,
Either
because you're
one
gonna
or
either
two.
be the worst team in baseball or the best team in baseball.
I don't know about the
after
worst team in
No, no, no,
baseball.
no,
After
no, no.
tonight.
This is a
Let him
statistically
get
you
to
will
the
be the worst
punchline.
team in baseball.
We were the best offense in baseball last year.
Hold on, but you will be 0-1, and nobody else will be 0-1.
Adam
So
got
you
rage
will
face.
be the worst team in baseball
Well,
if you lose,
I guess so. But
or you're the best team.
Don't worry, Kyle, I get the joke.
Either or. Yep.
I get what you're saying.
A
but,
little reference to what my dad would tell me. The Yankees
That's
are
a
the
dad
worst
joke.
team in baseball.
That's a dad joke.
But no game on actual opening day though. It's just
Yeah,
they'll have a
I
day
mean,
off
that's what
Thursday
they-
and then they resume Friday.
usually.
I
do
mean,
for
the AL East is going to be very interesting this year, just with some of the additions the Yankees not adding. I mean, we will have Garrett Cole this season, so like,
Will you be able to beat the Red Sox this season? Hopefully.
well, we did last year
In the playoffs.
The Red
In the
Sox,
playoffs,
the Red
yeah.
Sox starting
Which
pitching looks
counts.
pretty good. I mean, the Red Sox in that playoff series didn't have Roman Anthony,
Yeah.
And
was a
Roman
big- he looked
Anthony, like,
amazing in the
even as a Yankees fan,
WBC.
I can say like that kid is special. Like he's going to be a really good player. He was great in the WBC. Like,
Mhm.
he was great. It's going to be interesting to see the East this year, but like, you know, I wish the Yankees did add some players to their team because a lot of the teams, like Toronto, is arguably better than the Yankees. They beat them in the series. We had the same record in the regular season, and they added to their team. They did lose Bo Bichette. They did
That
lose
is a
Bo
big
Bichette.
loss. But
They got
he also
Okamoto.
wasn't playing for the series that
He wasn't
we
playing.
played for.
True.
We still
And
got
they
destroyed.
add another starter, which they desperately needed in Cease. And the Yankees, I mean, we get Ryan Weathers, who's a starter, and we're running like a 4-man rotation because Heel got sent down to the minors. So we'll see how this works. I mean, Cole is out there starting spring training games. He's not going to be ready for at least a few weeks. They want to play it safe with
Yeah, I
him.
mean, take your
Rodon's
time,
obviously injured.
obviously.
I mean, I do wish Cole was back. It would have been electric having Cole back on the mound for opening night.
Yeah, Fried is like
Fried's good too. Fried's coming off a bad start though. Looking back to last October, like that game against Toronto, where he
Was
just
it game one that he?
it was game 2.
Game 2. Oh yeah.
Heel started game 1.
Terrible. Sorry.
So I mean, hopefully, I mean, Fried pitched great in that game against Boston. I was there.
Yeah.
Then Boone makes that controversial move, taking him out. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's going to be a great pitching matchup between Fried and Webb. I mean, 2 all-star caliber pitchers. Obviously, the Giants, they have a good lineup. They got a Rise, Devers, Matt Chapman, Willie
Devers,
Adames
big
is
time.
underrated, Jung-Hoo Lee. They got Bader too. Former Yankee and former Met, Harrison Bader, is playing center field for San Fran.
And
So
he's been everywhere, man.
they have a very underrated team, the Giants. Definitely
Yeah.
very good.
One of those sneaky teams.
So the Yankees do have some injuries, like Cole still on the IL, Rodon on the IL, Clark Schmidt IL, Volpe IL. Thankfully,
man.
Keep him on the
Man.
IL.
yeah. I mean, Caballero arguably better. So
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how he starts the season.
it's gonna be a fun one tonight. Gonna be interesting to see it on Netflix, but I
Yeah.
mean, gonna be an interesting year too. Especially for
I'm very interested to just see what like the graphics are gonna look like.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah,
those
that's what I'm always
scoreboards and
interested
stuff
on the
like
feels like a
different streaming
primetime
services.
football game.
Yeah,
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously we know the Dodgers is the team to beat. We were talking about NHL team to beat. Avs, Dodgers definitely. The MLB. Did I say MLB or NHL? I think I said NHL first. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm sure we'll learn a lot about the team tonight in this series. Obviously, last year
Either
we
gonna
got
have
fooled
an
last year.
explosive game,
20
or they're going to get
runs.
one hit and they're gonna be
Genuine.
shut out.
I hope they don't get one
That's my prediction
for your guys.
Let's give our predictions though for the
Probably be
game.
Yeah, let's do a
laughing.
prediction.
We'll start with Colin.
Start with the
prediction for the
Prediction for the game.
the
What's
game
your final
tonight.
score prediction?
The opening night.
I'll just go. I'll go like a 6-3, and I'll go the Yankees.
I was gonna say that. I'm gonna switch it now though. 4-1 Yankees.
5-3 Yankees.
Okay.
We all got the Yankees.
I'm going to say either Ben Rice or Giancarlo Stanton goes deep, and they're going to win 5-3.
I do personally think Judge will go deep in his first at bat,
Judge does play pretty well in
First
San
at bat.
Francisco.
and he did do that in 2023 against
In
San
sprint,
Francisco.
Judge.
We're gonna go with a wild one. I'm gonna take Trent Grisham to go and hit home
not
run.
wild.
first pitch of the game.
Did you
No,
guys,
no, no,
did you guys
first pitch of the game.
recap the WBC while I was gone?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did. We touched on it a little bit.
'Cause, Judge with a terrible game in the championship.
Yes,
and then
we
he
did
comes
not.
back for spring training and he hits a home run in his
Which
first game
is,
back.
what do you do,
quite
man?
ideal.
What do you do?
So,
The lights were too bright. Like I don't know.
I mean,
The
people
Venezuela
also
team was good. We were talking about basically just nations and like how much more they care so much about their team, and the USA pride is just we obviously have so much pride for our nation, but I feel like there's like they were like in tears, like the Venezuelan fans were in
Mhm.
tears. Like I don't feel like the USA fans would be in it. Like I'm not gonna be in tears. I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah, I agree.
But what I was going to say before was people they do like to get on Judge's case a lot for not showing up. But people also got to remember that baseball is a weird game like that, where the best hitters in the sport, let's say you're hitting 300, you're going to get out 7 times out of 10
Yeah.
coming up.
Exactly.
It's a weird sport like that where stuff like this can happen, where the odds are never really in the hitter's favor. And even though Judge is such a great player, like the odds are the odds. And I mean, that game just couldn't really get anything going. I think he had 3 strikeouts, 0 for 4. But we've seen at times Judge show. I mean,
Everybody
had
has off
moments.
games.
the
He's had big
playoffs
hits.
against Toronto, he had that big
great
home run.
playoffs last year.
Season before that, the game you were at against the Red Sox, the grand slam.
Yeah, that was amazing.
He's had some moments in 17 playoffs, 19 playoffs. I remember 19, the home run off Verlander. gave him
That was the
lead.
point where I thought they were going to win it all.
Like
yeah,
Judge has had some moments. He's also like, I'm not gonna lie, there's no sugarcoating it. He hasn't shown up sometimes in the playoffs. He showed up in the playoffs this year. The rest of the team didn't show up. But
Mhm.
also in the WBC, Judge didn't show up. No one else in the lineup showed up.
Offense
Maybe
was
Bryce
fully
Harper,
dead,
who had
yeah.
a home run, but the offense,
That's his
they
only moment.
weren't getting anything going.
I think a big thing is that
Um,
everyone just expects him to do what they,
I don't know.
what he does
The
best.
team is
homer.
young. Like that's all. Like a lot of their first times playing in it. So
Yeah.
it's a young team. Happens with young teams.
Uh-huh. I agree. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens tonight. According to ESPN, appears the Giants have a 52.5% chance to win.
Well, the Yankees are
We have a
favored in the
47.5%
for
chance to win.
Vegas, the betting odds. So
That's big time.
So a little bit confusing. Favorite to win.
baseball is
both
definitely probably the
teams.
worst sport to bet on, in my opinion. But
You never know, can happen.
yeah, 8:05 start. It's gonna be a good one.
Less than an hour. It's ticking down.
Yeah,
Oh, it's ticking,
I mean,
yeah.
I know for me,
Quickest off
right
season
after
ever.
this, I'm gonna put the game on. So
Oh yeah,
100% food, and I know we'll all be watching.
we
as in the
will
three of us
all
will
be
watching.
watching. We'll see if anyone gets their
We'll see,
prediction.
we'll see if I'll be watching.
Correct. Yeah, well, it's exciting. So, yeah, I think we will probably take a quick break, and I think we're going to end this one with our fun segment. So, yeah, we'll be right back.
This is WIUR Radio.
Hi, I'm Morgan Beastie from the Ionian, and I hope you're enjoying today's show. Are you looking for the latest scoop on campus news, sports, and more? Check out the Ionian University's very own award-winning student newspaper. We keep you up to date with everything happening on and off campus. Want to know about the big game, the latest campus event? It's all in the Ionian. Join the conversation. Read, write, and get involved. Visit www.theionian.org or pick up a copy around campus. Stay informed, stay connected. Now, back to WIUR, Iona University Radio.
Alrighty. We're back, and we're doing the second ever competition. We're going for 3 history. Adam's
tie
up.
up the series.
Yeah, Adam is up 1-0 in the competition. Lore did one like 5 weeks ago. So this week we're doing, I didn't come up with a name for the game, but basically we're going to go one at a time. They have 30 seconds to name 7 things from a certain category. So basically I'll have my timer here and set it to
If
30
we can do
seconds.
it, we
of
can
course.
do
Should I
if
write
we
this
can't,
down
we
on the
can't.
doc just so I can keep track of what I said?
Yeah, you can do that if you want. So basically, I'll be giving them categories. I'll pick whoever starts. But from what the category is, you have to name 7 things from that category in the span of 30 seconds. If you do, you get 1 point. And basically, we're just going pretty much until like we're getting close to time, and then we will we'll see who has more points at the end of that.
All right.
So we'll start it off. We'll start with Colin.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Let's see. What should we do first?
Not ready for this.
Let's start with states in the United States of America that have more than one word.
Wait. Can we pause? Can you clarify this real quick?
What do you mean
like
clarifying?
okay, so North Dakota, South Dakota, North Carolina, West Virginia.
That's exactly what it is. That's 4.
Yeah. Wait, I'm now you're making me blank. I did not say South Carolina. I said North Carolina.
10 seconds.
Is there only 7?
There's 10.
I'm trying to go through like. I
cannot be
I have no
serious. You missed
time.
it.
I had to ask a clarifying question at the start. Oh,
Well, I
Rhode
did
Island.
stop the clock though.
New
All right.
York, is New York count?
Yeah, New
Yeah,
Jersey and
New
New
York,
York.
New York, New Jersey.
I
All you had
wanted
to say was
to
New
have
Jersey
a
and New
clarifying question because I didn't really
Well, I said stop the clock.
understand.
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
I
There's
di-
10
I
over.
didn't
There's 10 in total.
understand. I didn't understand the question, man.
It's
my
definitely
fault,
need to
gang.
do better explaining the question.
You just
Not
start.
that- not that
I get the category, and then I just see the timers ticking. Like I didn't get a.
All right,
I
we'll
didn't get a
go. We will
chance.
go to the Adam pack. How about we do 7 words that rhyme with stone?
That's
Ready?
so easy.
It's not that easy.
Throne. Cone. Loan. Bone.
He's taking his time here.
Um,
Good strategy.
Tone.
2 more.
Phone.
1 more.
One more. 5 seconds.
Moan.
Nice. What all with 1 second
Pause.
left.
I mean, I feel like that category was easier. We're rhyming. I don't know. I didn't even get a chance to ask my
So
Play
sorry.
with
I'm
my
so
voice.
sorry.
One of
one.
one
All
of
right,
you.
let's do
Yeah.
another one Here. All right. Colin is next up. Adam is up 1-0. Let's do 7 music genres.
Okay. Rap, jazz,
Oh, he's locked.
country, hip hop.
This is an easy one.
I don't know, blues, rock, and we'll do heavy metal.
Nice. Nicely done.
I feel like that was a really
That's
easy. That was
also,
such
that's
an
also
easy
easy.
one.
One.
Sorry,
You
I'm
know,
so
he
sorry.
kind of screwed me on the first
Yeah,
one, so
They call it a makeup call, apparently.
I guess.
All right.
Um,
I got a challenging one for you. Let's do maybe. I mean, I don't know like how good you guys know these categories. That's the thing about the game. Makes it fun. So we'll do movies that have 3 or more made.
okay.
So trilogy.
This is gonna be a tough one.
This is kind of
Star Wars, Harry Potter, Toy Story, Despicable Me.
not that tough.
You said movies, okay.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think.
10 seconds.
I can't.
Yeah, you can't think
Is-
under the pressure.
The Godfather. There's 3 Godfathers. I think that was 2.
Well, you
could've
did
said
not
like-
get
I don't
it.
know. That was a hard one on the spot.
Lord of the Rings.
If this
Back
is a
to
TV
the
show,
Future.
Back to the
Back to the
Future.
Future has 3 movies.
I don't like.
it does.
I don't, know.
Yeah.
I don't watch many movies.
Yeah, I don't
where
watch
they
many
have,
movies.
like,
I
multiple
think that
movies.
actually would have been kind of hard.
That was a tough one.
Yeah,
It was a
that's
good
a tough
one. It was a good one. So it's 1-1 right now. All right. Colin, your next one is going to be countries that start with the letter S.
Sweden. Oh, wait, 7?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
This is a hard one.
Sweden, Slovakia, Slovenia, Somalia.
Dude's locked in.
Does Swaziland count? Are we counting that?
I'm going to say no for now, but just
Dude, stressing over here.
South Africa, Sudan, South Sudan.
He is cooking though.
That's already 7 if
got
we're
it.
counting
You
it.
got it. You got it. That was good. That was good. I think Colin knows his countries.
Yeah,
He's a big like soccer
absolutely
guy, so usually it's global.
stressing that one. Let's see. All right, Adam. Let's see how much you know music here. So it's 2-1 Colin right now. Big comeback for Colin. Came back from a 1-run deficit. So name me 7 Taylor Swift songs.
What?
Come on.
Shake It Off. Bad
I
Blood.
feel like it might be doable.
Absolutely do.
Don't listen to Taylor Swift. August.
I don't know that one.
That's all I got.
That's all you got.
This is rigged. This game.
You have 10 seconds.
Taylor Swift songs.
Karma. The one with Ice Spice, Karma.
Karma.
Colin's helping him now.
My sister does.
I don't
listen to
know. I
Taylor
don't
Swift.
listen to
I know
Taylor
a couple
Swift.
of
I don't have the songs.
Purple Haze. That's
She's
that's
got Blank
another one.
Space. You did miss
Blank
Blank
Space.
Space. Oh, I do remember. That was a big hit.
What? Last Friday. Oh, that's is that
Katy Perry.
Katy
Yeah.
Perry. Katy Perry. What am I trying? What am I thinking of? I don't know what I'm thinking of. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
All right.
So we both done 3, and I'm winning
You're up
2-1.
2-1.
Okay.
Congratulations, Colin.
Congratulations to me.
All right, Colin.
Better give him a challenging one.
Oh, I am.
I'm screwed
If
here.
you don't go, we still mean.
I'm actually
both of
so happy you
guys-
gave me countries, and even with just S would have been.
Still meaning to get both of you guys in the weight room. So how about you give me some 7 exercises that target your chest?
your chest. End the timer.
You know at least one.
A bench press.
Bam. Here we go. Keep going,
I
keep
don't
going.
know what targets your chest.
Keep going. You got it.
Like,
Would push-ups count?
I don't know. I really don't know. You can go to Adam.
Yeah,
We're done.
that's
We're
fine.
done.
We have 8 seconds. Keep going. Colin. 4 seconds. You need 6. 1 second.
I know my brother
Oh, you're so
my
close.
brother's
You're
probably
so
like
close.
screaming at the screen right now.
You know, the push-ups is one. And I would have get great pull from Adam. I would have given you like if you said barbell bench press and then dumbbell bench press. That's
Yeah,
just
I
2
wasn't
different
gonna
things,
say that
which is why
either.
we will all be going to the gym together. Soon, maybe tomorrow, right? I think so. Okay, let's see. Let me try to find a good one. All right, this is for the tie, Adam. Name me 7 sicknesses/diseases.
The flu, COVID, pneumonia, the diseases,
Sicknesses or diseases? Get 3.
this is just very odd.
Really? You can't do this.
I
feel like
a sinus infection. Sinus
You
infection.
got 3 more. Come on, you got it.
Disease.
Did not
I
get
don't
it.
like-
Black
it's
plague,
just- that's-
Ebola, malaria,
Spanish
I don't
flu.
know.
I don't know.
I don't know, I feel like
could have
I
really
give
It was just a very
strep
odd
throat.
strep throat.
I don't know. I feel like
couldn't
you
think
could
under
have. Yeah,
pressure.
you could not think.
I mean, both of you guys, when you're not
Could
up,
you-
you're like,
common-
oh, you can't. think
Common
of one."
cold. Yeah, but like
Common cold. I was
feel like
gonna
that
say
one was
common cold, but I
doable.
don't know.
That one
Yeah.
was doable.
the Taylor Swift one, I would have been screwed on. So
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely
Definitely some weird categories.
some weird categories.
These are
Trying to
very
make it
odd.
challenging.
Chat
guys.
GPT is in fact giving us the categories. Nate is looking at Chat GPT.
I came up with like 3 of them on my own because ChatGPT is not giving good ones. All right, so it's 7:28 right now, so maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. It's still 2-1. Colin,
It's
right
2-1
now.
me. Yeah. I could take a
You'd
3-1.
probably clinch.
Get a brace here.
Probably will clinch. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with 7 video game characters.
7 video game characters.
That is what I said.
Okay, I'm just gonna list the Tarkov traders: Prapper, Therapist, Fence, Skier, Peacekeeper. Let's go with Jaeger, and then to end it off, we'll go different game, and we'll say Jonesy from Fortnite.
Colin takes a 3-1 lead.
That's very easy for
That's
me.
such a.
That's ridiculously
You can
easy
name
for
like
me.
Mario characters. and-
Yeah.
That's the point. All right. Well, it's 2,
It's a
3-1.
rig game.
3-1, Colin.
I don't know why you would give me that question. That question's light for me.
He plays the game a lot.
I do, in fact.
All right, 3-1, Colin. Adam, you need this one. Besides this show, give me 7 shows on WIUR.
Empire State of Sports,
Shout
the
out
Booth
Landon.
Review, Chatting with Raina, the Notes app, the Real Graps, Iona Gale,
One more.
Full Court Gales.
You missed a word on chatting with Raina.
Chatting with Raina?
Yeah, you missed a word before chatting.
Yeah, you give him it.
What?
You give him it.
Okay, I'll think of
Adventures
another
with
one.
Luca. That's a
Michael and Lucas, Excellent Adventure.
No, it's
Love
just
that
chatting
title.
with Raina. But yeah, you got that.
Okay, that's
some
Good,
great
good,
shows on
good.
WIUR.
big WIUR.
Plugging
Big
WIUR.
Big
Building the
WIUR.
branch of WIUR for real. Shout out to
Big
the Chase, our good old
Proctor.
producer, Proctor. That's what we call it. All right. Colin could maybe seal the deal here. This
One
could
more
be a
bowl?
big one. 1 or 2. We'll see.
Okay.
Colin, give me 7 types of trees.
Birch, oak,
He knows it's trees.
spruce,
This dude knows the oddest things.
dark oak,
How do I?
pine,
5.
There's an easy one.
Really not.
Let's just distract him while he goes. So, Colin, who you got for the
Christmas
Yankee-
tree,
The Yankee. That
Christmas-
does not count.
That is not.
That does not
yeah,
count.
all evergreen trees. That's
So, Colin, how's Man U?
Uh,
That's 6. That's 6. That's 6. You have 3 seconds.
Uh,
I'll give you a bonus
Redwood.
5.
Palm
What?
tree,
Redwood
bro.
tree.
Palm tree, bro.
Redwood.
You forgot.
You did actually get
I got it. I got it. I did get it.
Shout
He
out
did
to
not get
Colin.
it. He-
I
Point
said
one,
Redwood
point
tree
one.
at the
It
end.
ended.
That was right before the time.
Right
No,
before
it
the sound.
wasn't.
We go
Yes,
to the
it
sound.
was.
We can watch it back.
You go through the sound or do you go when it hits zero?
No,
'Cause it
you go
hit
the
zero
sound
and
because
then
when it hits 0, you go 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, and then it goes to the
It
Yeah,
sound.
was
you're
not
not.
that
You're not
long.
telling me evergreen trees don't count.
that was
Oh,
crazy.
counts. I
ball
gave it
knowledge,
to you.
though.
I gave it to
That's-
you. That-
I'm
like,
not
how am I
gonna lie.
supposed to know
You
we
want to
know
know? You know?
trees?
You want to know what I went off of? Minecraft trees. I could have said acacia or whatever
That's
it's
crazy.
called.
All right. Hopefully you can get this one.
Pretty crazy pull for me right there.
probably-
I'm not gonna
you
lie.
won already, yeah.
Surprised with myself.
All righty. So we'll do. So if Adam gets this one, the game will stay alive, and if he does not, the game is over. Give me 7 words that have silent letters in them.
This is hard to think of on the spot. You know what? I surrender. I tap out. I
I
tap
think you have
out.
20 seconds left.
I tap out.
You want to give him a different category?
They give me a different category.
Sure.
This is just like
Sure. Why sure,
sure.
sure.
that one. I knew. I'm not coming up with.
How about we get 7 sports teams that are located in California?
That's
San Diego Padres, Los
Give 'em a
Angeles
little-
Dodgers, Los Angeles Angels, Los Angeles Kings, San Jose Sharks,
Rattling them off.
the Sacramento Kings,
Hmm.
and the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, they're not in California.
Time's winding.
Soccer teams, MLS
The LA Chargers.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay, that's good.
Alrighty. Should we give Colin a super difficult one? Because this would be for the win.
Okay, let's give me a wild one.
It's
Although I've already won
4-3.
4-3, but
I could tie it up.
You
Colin's
could tie
been
it
really
up.
good at this. I can't
Okay,
lie.
yeah,
His
yeah,
ball
yeah.
knowledge in these odd categories is surprising.
let's run it. Let's see.
All right. I'm gonna lock in for this one. Give me 7 professors at Iona
That's so easy.
7
that you haven't had. That you no 3 that. Okay, wait.
Whoa,
Sorry, I
whoa,
forgot
hold
to
on,
Just
say
hold
name
on.
off your class.
I forgot to say this. I forgot to say this. You can only say 3 that you've had.
Only 3 that I've had.
Yeah.
Okay. Troy McMullen, Mark Joyella, and let's go Holly Alexander. Shout out all of them.
Said.
Dr. Bard. I don't know. I don't know anybody. Because the people I have.
Series
Is that
might
so?
be 1-0-1 because you ain't getting this.
This is not fair.
He's
though.
giving me
How is
some
this
really
fair?
hard
overtime
ones,
if you
though.
don't get it.
I mean, yeah. If I haven't had a teacher, I don't know him. So I mean,
All right, Adam can tie the game.
that's just. I don't know about that
that's
category.
brutal.
I don't know. I don't know. I
Mm,
don't
sorry,
know
guys,
if
I'm
that's
sorry.
fair.
He's
He's gonna give me a
Exactly.
brutal category here. If I don't get this, the
I
game's
did
over,
give you a
right?
second chance with your other category, so you're
All
getting
right,
lucky
all right.
here. Definitely got to give him at least a mediocrely hard one, because I
We're
don't know
going
about
to
naming
do-
teachers I don't know. So
Well, you can base it off like,
All right, speed this up,
oh,
speed
you
this up.
have this,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
this teacher.
Okay.
All right. Give me 7 countries that have 6 or few letters.
6 or few letters.
it's not easy, by the way.
This is very hard. I don't know. I don't know.
I think you have 15 seconds left.
I don't know. Sudan. Yeah, that's 5. Italy, Spain.
Oh, thanks, Colin.
Oh, Italy, Spain, France.
Oh, great
France.
pull. Great pull.
Yeah,
All right, Colin's
I don't
won.
know.
Colin has won the game. Congratulations to Colin tying the series up.
Pretty hard.
That's
don't know why you didn't
yeah,
get-
that was a pretty hard last one.
Pretty
I
hard.
would've given you
It's
USA
hard because you got to
considered.
think about it. Then you got to think if it's 6 letters. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty hard.
Because we gave you a second chance. On the
All right,
before
I'm
that.
Russia, China, Japan.
I'm glad to get that one out of the way.
It's actually
that was-
Russia, China, Japan. Is Mexico 6? Yeah, Mexico 6.
Yeah.
There's Mexico.
So China.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Chile.
Colin was
Brazil.
locked. for
Colin
this
was
game.
very locked in for this.
You can't say. He was he was just
I'm a
locked.
little bit of a geography buff, so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We are very much over time
Shout out
now. so-
Cyprus. There's another one. Pulling ones
You
out
were
of the
very
woodwork.
locked in for
Yeah.
this.
I mean, good game, Adam. That was a great game.
Great
It
game.
was a good game.
Great game. All right.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up now. That was episode number 8. Shout
Pretty interesting episode.
Pretty
I would
interesting
say.
episode.
Little.
Definitely the most interesting episode we've had.
out. Shout out to Adam for the sprint over here, and shout out to Adam for the W broadcast.
Shout out Chase.
Shout out Chase.
For the late
Shout out
start. Thank
Zion.
you very much.
Yes.
Shout out
We do
Robbie
appreciate
Basil.
Shout out
Appreciate it.
everybody watching.
Shout out everyone ever, basically.
Shout out Zion. Shout out Zion's mom.
Yes.
Shout out everyone. Shout out.
Shout out
Shout out the
H.
world.
Shout out Salt Pepper Ketchup guy. All right, we're gonna end it.
Sure.
I'm Nathan Creasy, co-host. Adam Pax over there. Colin Sexton.
Over here.
We'll probably be back next week in our original chairs.
Original time.
Original time, indeed. Yes, 5:30
right.
next week. So yeah, we're wrapping up here. That's all she wrote. See you.